Guys, what's up? So I'm literally sitting by the computer in my apartment by myself, and I just have something to say, and I don't know. It's been bothering me for a while, and lately, I don't know, I've been turning to the camera. Sometimes it's just to get it out of my mind so I can feel better and it doesn't weigh on me. Where do I start? I don't know how to phrase this, so I guess I can just say it. So I follow a few public figures. I have some friends that are like this too. Nothing against them, I still love them, but yeah, so I don't know why we do it, but here in the United States, we're obsessed with our image, and I can definitely contest to this because as a public figure, as someone that's lived their life on YouTube for over 7 years and posted a lot of personal things, sometimes I feel like there's this driving force to give people information because this is how I got through certain things that I got through, was to be organic and real with my audience. You know, I had things bothering me and I turned on the camera and I told my story, whether that would be funny way, a serious way, in my music, in tweets. I've lived a very public life, and my private moments have lived in the public eye. I don't claim that I have all these followers. I don't. But I know there's people out there reading my stuff because I have gotten so conditioned to tweet something out when I'm upset because it's how I understand myself, and it's how I kind of normalize and make sense of my world. You know, I feel like for a long time in my life, I've been one to feel really alone in it all, you know, with my emotions and my feelings and what I was going through. And I wanted someone else to be like, oh my, yes, I've experienced the same thing, or it's going to be okay. I didn't need the reassurance. I just needed I needed the reality check that it was real and what I was going through was real. And because of me living my life like that, I've connected with so many people, and I have hopefully helped a few people down the way. Otherwise, I don't think I would be doing it. And I don't know who's out there that I've helped. I don't, if I have. This is why I do it. And so I hope that it does. On to this whole image thing. You know, I'm just blown away by it because it becomes something, and it has become something that is so unconscious in our mind that we just take it for fact. We see things on this thing, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and it freaks us out and it sets us off and it makes us feel bad about ourselves. Without getting into too much detail, I saw an Instagram yesterday from someone that I was talking to, that I was close with, and that I am no longer. And all I saw was a few comments and a picture, and I broke down in tears. And I don't know what's really going on in that situation. I only assumed. I took that was face value, and I don't even know what that could be. We don't even know, because people choose what they want to put out there. And I have been one, and I will say that I've been one when I was upset to post the opposite. So, you know, if I'm upset and I know someone's looking at my stuff, I don't want to show that I'm upset. So I'm going to post things that are happy and make it seem like I'm happy, even though I'm not. And this is normal. This is normal for anyone. It's, you know, when you think positive, when you're not feeling so good, it brings you up. But this is an entirely different thing, because there are people out there that are looking at this stuff, and I got really upset yesterday, and I couldn't do anything. I had things to do, and I looked at it at like 10 o'clock at night, and then my whole night was ruined, and I cried myself to sleep. And I just think this is really hard to deal with, and I think this is something that a lot of people don't realize. I mean, I really love older generations, like my parents and stuff, but I don't think, I hate when people say your life isn't that hard. You're being dramatic. Well, our parents didn't grow up with this in our fingertips. You had to actually go out and talk to people, and that's how people understood how your life was going. And now it's not like that. You can just see the Twitters and see the Facebooks and see the Instagrams and see the Snapchats, and everyone's life is a freaking facade. And let me tell you this, I believe this, everyone in the entertainment field is going through something, whether that would be insecurities, upset, whatever. And I feel so bad at times when I see a picture of someone, like a public figure, and they look attractive, and I'm like, I'm never going to be like that. I tear myself down the second I see that. And people do it all the time. You do it, I do it. It's sickening. And we don't, half of that stuff, those photos, aren't even real. They're edited, and you don't know what's behind that. You know what I mean? And it's really disconcerting, and it's really upsetting, and I don't have a solution. I'm just venting because it makes me feel like shit. And I'm sure it makes you feel like shit at times. And what is the answer? Is it to go on this less? Is it to subconsciously keep reminding ourselves that everything we see is fake? I don't know, because we as humans, before this, we judge things, there were still people that were fake, but we experienced life. And now, experienced by going outside and communicating verbally and, by seeing people. But now it's experienced it all in this, but we're experiencing it 100 times faster. One of my teachers told me, I don't remember the exact facts, but our generation, we consume more media in a day than people did in 18 whatever in a year. And I just think that that's wow, oh my God. We're being thrown so much information, so much stuff that it's how do you know what to believe and what not to believe when you read things, when you see things, and it's fucking with our emotions. And excuse my language, but it's upset me multiple times seeing things. And why should this upset me? Why should I take this as face value? Why should I let this define me and how I feel about my body and my image and who I am as a person and what I believe? But because I have my values, and I have what I, believe, and, and then it all gets torn apart when I go on Instagram and Facebook and I see this stuff, and, I post stuff too, but I try to be as unfiltered as possible when I can. And that's not to say that any one of us are not crafting our lives, because we are. I'm not going to give you guys the extremely bad things, and there's things you will never see on the internet, but that's just for my privacy. But in the same token, there's people out there that are consciously crafting this image, and you're looking up to this person, or you look at this person and you're I want to be this person. Do you even know them? Unless you meet them in real life, always keep in the back of your mind that what you're picking yourself apart, or you're comparing yourself to someone else, that could not even be their life. That could be their crafted life. And behind the scenes is a whole nother show. And I saw some pictures on Facebook of people, these certain people, type of people, especially in the gay community, that post these really attractive pictures, of themselves, and they got a hot body and whatever, and all these freaking comments. Oh, you're hot. And I know that they're posting these because they want these comments. And I'm not saying they're shallow or vain, but there are some people out there that do it. And why am I getting upset looking at that picture? Because I'm just as confident in my own life when I'm offline about my body until I see this stuff online. I mean, it's so much different when you see people's bodies in real life versus on Instagram. I'll give you just a basic scenario. I've met so many of my online mentors and people I looked up to, and they look nothing like they do on Instagram. Not in a bad way. It's just not, you expect one thing and then you get the real thing, and it's like, it opens your eyes. And this is the same for people that I've met. This is the same for people, you know, people that I met, that I didn't know before and I had only seen on the internet, you know, and I just want to give you this caution and warning. Don't tear yourself apart. Don't upset yourself. Don't take all of this at face value, even text messages, even emails, whatever. You know, this is all fake. This is all fake, and it's sad, and I don't know. It's great, too. We connect people. Don't get me wrong. But it's sad that this thing can upset my life so much that I break down in tears looking at something. And I don't know if that's on me. I don't know if that's a combination of everything and everyone deals with the same stuff. I don't know if I could pull back from this because this is part of my job and this is part of what I do. I don't think there's an answer. And I think this is the unspoken thing that we don't talk about. And you know what? Just to let you know, I hope that this clicked for you, or you feel the same way, and that I'm not crazy and you're not thinking I'm just here like, you know, complaining about the internet, because I love the internet. The internet has been my job for 7 years. It's gotten me through the toughest stuff. I've met so many amazing people, but it also comes with a price, and that comes with everything, you know, and it's not easy. I don't do it anymore for whatever this is that everyone wants, this like notoriety, this whatever. There was a small part in my life where I actually thought that that's what I wanted, and then I realized that I didn't. I realized it's just a medium for me, because there's no one here to stop me from doing whatever it is I want to do on the internet. And no one can take that away from me. And so that's why I use this platform. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put this up, if I'm going to put this up, but it's just food for thought. And I really hope that you can relate. If you have any thoughts on this, please leave it down in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. And I'm sure we can, if we wanted to create a form down in the comments, you know, we can. Because this is something that we need to talk about. And you know what? I'm insecure as well because of it. And it's a shame, and I don't know what the answer is. But I'm going to just have to keep reminding ourselves that everything we see here isn't true, you know? And the greatest thing you can have is a group of people outside of this that are real. You know, your friends that are outside of this that you can hang out with, and that's real. And even better if you meet people that are barely on this and you just text them and then you hang out, even better. Because that's real. So go out and look around. And instead of being in here all the time when you're outside, put it down and just look around, and you will be amazed to see that things aren't what they seem in here. And yeah, so hopefully that was insightful. Sorry there was a lot of passion in that, but it's really been wearing me down and I need to release it. So I'll release it to the internet. Peace, love, and positivity, guys. Thanks so much. See you later.
Okay, so we're up here in the freezing cold.
You got it, Bran. You got it.
3, 2, 1.
Go!